Hey everyone, Jeremy Miloszewicz here. Please look in the description below for a nice infographic PDF that I created about improving your upper register and a couple of other links I included, including a short survey in case you're curious to have me address one of your questions in my videos. So I want to start off this video by talking about professionalism and expectations in the workplace. Greg Wing recently asked me that in the survey, and I just think it's a good reminder to go through it, even though much of it is probably common sense to you. So first and most importantly, if you're in the workplace or on the gig, don't be the class clown. I mean, it's cool to be yourself, but if you're the person who is distracting people, disrupting the gig, and just crying out for attention, then you're a clown and you need to stop. And if you don't know you're a clown when you are one, look around at how everyone else is behaving. And anyone else doing that? If the answer is no, then you're the clown and you need to stop. So next, what other expectations are there? Well, I mean, for trumpet players, you're going to need a range of, I would say, at least a high F, maybe a high G, and it needs to have the right sound. So if you're playing commercial music, like a lot of what I do, or a Broadway show, it just needs to have the right amount of brightness and darkness to it. If you haven't listened to much of Doc Severinsen, that would be a really great place to start. So would Maurice Andre and Adolf Herseth, and even though they are all better known in different styles, they all had a brightness and darkness in their sounds that was just fantastic for the music they played. So finally, be prepared is my last little tip. And when I finish this video, I'm gonna sit here for about an hour and a half or maybe a little longer, and I'm going to be going through the Music Man music because I'm playing in that show on Broadway right now, and I'll be playing the first trumpet part next week. And now I know the music really well at this point, but I need to get the first trumpet parts so ingrained in my ear so that I'm not mistakenly playing my own part when I'm on that lead book. So many people think you just show up, you read through it, and you know what? I think that's a big mistake. The expectation is perfection. And although perfection doesn't exist, it's expected you're going to come close. By the way, I've heard some people mention that, they've had a perfect show, and, when what I think they really meant was they didn't miss a note from beginning to end. But how was their intonation? How was their sound and style? It probably wasn't really perfect. And that just requires a deeper level of listening and maturity. So be aware. And for me, I don't take anything for granted. I mean, when I was preparing a while back to go into Newsies on Broadway, I was seeing my teacher, Mr. Adam, each week. And then I went in to play the show on Broadway, which ultimately I was hired for. And it wasn't because I knew anyone. I didn't know anyone. I didn't know the conductor, the creative team. It was really because I was very well prepared and took it seriously. So if you want to know more about what it's like to get prepared for gigs like that, click on the link below where you can actually sit in the orchestra pit with me for something I did a long time ago. So thanks so much for listening, and now it's time for my Manhattan.